Oh, good evening, ladies. Welcome back. I hope
All
everyone
right.
had a wonderful Juneteenth celebration last Monday. We were here together last Monday. And what, Robin? Welcome back. Looking very lovely as usual. We appreciate you coming back to chat with us some more. Wendy, you're looking lovely as well. How are
Thank
you? Did you have a
you.
good week?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, doing well. So, ladies, we talked about last week. We were, talking about is there still a silver lining, and we all agree that that there is. There are some opportunities, and there may be some pitfalls, but we truly do believe that there.
Snacks.
Stop it! Stop! So listen to this, because Robin is dating someone, which is awesome. We love to hear when our sisters are dating someone. That's always a plus. So we want to talk about, okay, we met somebody, we want to settle down together, and now we have to make that decision. Who gives up what? Who gives up what? You both have established lives. You both have houses, cars, other investments, just different things. Your furniture, closet space. I'm saying, all of
All full time from college.
I know, right? That 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 he just doesn't want to give up. So Robin, you know what? Since you are our guest and we always let our guests go first. Hey guys out there, don't forget we need you to like, subscribe, share, hit that bell because we always have new content every week and we have interesting content. And if you want to hear that content, hit the bell so that you will be reminded to check us out. And don't forget, like us. If you like what you're hearing, you don't want to leave a comment, just click that thumbs up so we know that what we are talking about is resonating with some of you out there anyway. So Robin, tell me, how do you propose to correct that dilemma? You have a house, he has a house, you've got a house full of furniture, you're an independent woman, and now you want to come together as one. How do you handle that? Robin?
It just goes towards your goals as a couple. I think being fiscally sound, you do what's fiscally in fact, financially better for the for you both as a whole. Um, if it's better for him to keep his furniture or me to keep my furniture, or I owe less on my house and maybe we can rent his out, I think that whatever your goals are as a couple,
Right.
you should succumb to whatever your goals are. And I know, for instance, his house needs a little work, a little updating. So, we would agree to do that. And since he already pays the bills there, the money that I have could go into, adding to the house to make it more appeasing and marketable and up to date to sell it. Um, Regardless if his ex lived there or not, that doesn't
So
matter.
wait, so you're saying that you would sell his house and then what, buy a house together?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Definitely. I wouldn't have a problem living in the house he lived with his ex. That does not bother me whatsoever. Um, I'm it wouldn't, girl, whatever is financially best for us as a couple would work for me. I'm not bothered by his ex or my ex or this was yours together or this was his and hers together. Any of that.
Yeah.
Whatever makes most financial sense
That
is what
makes
I
that
want
makes
to do.
that makes sense. So now I'm going to just throw a monkey wrench in there. So what if you have a specific taste? Just if he's traditional and you're more modern, how do you do that?
Yeah, I think that's just a matter of who's going to give in to what. Um, Maybe, he decorates one room and I decorate another. Maybe it's a hodgepodge. Maybe it's not important to me, so I'll acquiesce, to whatever he feels is good. Some things you just have to pick and choose your battles.
Right,
And
I agree.
most men will leave the decorating to the woman.
I think not to interrupt you, Robin, but I think she means like style of home. You know how you might
No,
want.
no, I'm saying most men will leave the decorating, the style of the home to the women or to the woman,
And they
rather.
they'll have, like Wendy said, they'll have that futon from college that they want to bring along.
Yeah, I
Have to
pick
go in
and
the
choose
basement.
my battles.
In the basement.
In
So,
the basement,
The
or
attic,
go to
girl,
man
the
cave
barn.
or whatever.
so Wendy, what are your thoughts on that? Because you're established, you have your own home, and you have your own, your likes, your dislikes, your own taste, whatever. And Robin,
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of what you said, but I just think that when you actually get into that situation and you really have to start making those decisions, things become a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, they do. They do. It is difficult, but she's right about the compromise, though. You do, have to compromise some things. That's what a relationship is. Okay. I have a friend of a friend that just went through this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, she had her own house and must have had quite a bit square footage. I don't know
Uh-huh.
exactly, but she went down to a smaller house with her new husband.
So did
And from
she
what
sell her home? Did she sell her home?
she sold her home.
Okay, but did they buy a new one, or did she move into his home?
No, she did not move into his. They bought one together.
Okay, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's what Robin said as well.
But the important point I want to make here is that she bought a smaller home with her husband, and I know that took a lot of compromise to do that because from what I understand, she got rid of like sofas. Like it.
Lots of furniture.
Yes, because it wouldn't, the smaller home would not accommodate all of the furniture that she had. So, I'm hoping that they.
So, but now let me ask you, and I don't want to know their age. Are they over 50?
Oh yeah, she's semi-retired. She still works, but she was retired from like a prison, in New York,
So they
and
basically downsized because of
they
where they are
downsized.
because of where they are in life, and that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense. That
yeah.
makes a lot of sense. So, how do you feel about it? I know you said it's
Me
about
personally,
compromise.
and it is a totally personal decision, individual decision. Robin, financial, fiscal, yes, those are the smart moves. But for me, I wouldn't have a problem renting, selling, setting on fire. No, I'm
Sorry, don't say that, girl. She's only
operating
joking.
Now, the part that you have to protect is, you don't want to just move into somebody else's house unless, that's right for you. But
Right,
you don't want that person to have the ability to say, "Well, get out." You know what I mean? So if you
right.
buy something
Exactly.
together, I think that's least likely. It's still gonna happen, right? But at least you both own it together.
Yeah, both your names are on the deed.
Both
Yes.
your names are on the deed. Yeah. So that's
Well,
my opinion about it.
well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
You're
I,
unwilling to compromise.
I, yes, it would be.
Well, you only had your house for 5 minutes.
But yeah, but still, if I
Yeah.
meet someone and they have, I bought another house, at this stage of my life, so I have a new mortgage. You know what I mean? So, thinking about what would I do if I, met someone and they had a home. The one thing I hate to tell you is that, and Robin, I commend you for saying this, but I'm not living in another woman's house. Not doing that. That's just not what I'm doing. And I really don't want to buy another house. I'm telling you, for me, it would be such a large dilemma that I really would have to start praying on it. But what I will tell you is that that house full of traditional furniture that he might have, it's not coming. The traditional furniture, a
But
piece here and a piece here and there because I am a decorator. So a piece here and there because I can infuse it in and make it look good. but I'm not a traditional person. I don't like traditional furnishings. So I have
What
to
about
let them know.
his great grandmother's I don't know,
Yeah.
china cabinet?
Wow.
What did you say it was going to go in? And didn't you say the attic, Robin? I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, she said his great grandmother's, and I said armoire or
Yeah,
curio.
whatever. Yeah,
China
yeah.
cabinet.
Well,
China cabinet
something like that. As long as we don't have a lot of those large pieces like that, I would make that work. I would make it work. Because like you said, there are compromises, but I know, guys. I'm not that difficult. I'm not. But I'm a firm believer that you have to be with the right person. So I need to be with someone that's a little bit more contemporary. And
You
that's
need
just
to be
and
with someone who
that's
wants
just
to move into your house, is what you're saying.
well, no, not necessarily. If they're okay with having a new mortgage together, I'd sell my house as long as they sold theirs and we bought one together because we'd have more money to be able to put a substantial amount down, so our mortgage could be a lot lower. I'd be okay with that because the goal would be to bring the mortgage down. So we parlay our money together to do that, and both our names are on the deed. I have no issue with that. I'm not tied. I'm my arms are not wrapped around this house and tied with tape. Mm-mm. No, I could let it go. If the right person came along, I truly could. But and I think about little things like closet space, and I know I'm a hog with the closet space, guys. I'm a hog with the closet space. I'm going to tell you right up front. So that's going to be a big compromise for me. But I guess you know what? If I'm no longer working, I don't need that many clothes, right? Well, I'm working still now, but if that gets to that point, but
Have big closets. Have lots of
yeah,
things.
but see, I'm like your friend's friend. If I did that because the house that I just purchased was a downside to what I had, I don't want to go to anything larger, so I would still want to downsize to a smaller home.
Mhm.
'Cause number one, I'm not cleaning it. so I've got to work and do some kind of work so I can pay someone to clean most of it. In a big house, I'm definitely not cleaning, so I would have to do something, and I plan to, continue until God takes me off of this good green earth here. But yeah, so I have a lot of things to definitely think about, and that's why I said as you get into those situations, there are a whole lot of things that come into play when you're talking about just little things. Well, no, I don't like flowers. I like shrubs. Because I'm not going to take care of flowers in the ground. I will take care of flowers in a pot.
I don't know if you guys ever watch those shows when the couples are buying the houses. They always fight over the type of house. They always,
Everything. I know. A lot of stuff.
yeah.
Because, men, because men want their man cave. And you know what? I'm okay with you having your man cave and doing whatever you want to do in there. I don't care. Just keep the door closed. That's all. You know. And if you want me to help decorate it for you, I'd be more than happy to do that. Because then it will flow with the rest of the house. So guys, so you feel very comfortable. Everyone's okay with selling their homes and buying. And I only ask this because we're women of a certain age. You sell your home, now you get a new mortgage. But I guess if the more money you put down on the home, the smaller the mortgage should be so that you can enjoy life. Because I don't know about you guys, but at this point in time, as I move into another stage of life, it's all about enjoying life, doing what I can
Right.
for other people when I can do it. But it's really about, relaxing and enjoying life at that point, right? I mean, what do you guys feel? What do you think?
Absolutely. In this day and age, life is short. Be happy. Be well. I was going to say be fruitful and multiply, but multiply grandchildren. Okay.
That's all right.
But yeah, it's about the quality of life and living well and living good. And I'm not going to be a door greeter at Walmart because you want a big house.
Oh
That's
yeah,
no,
girl,
that's
tell me
not in
about it.
plans.
You know what? Because you know what, some men are like that. Some men do want big houses, and you're absolutely right. I'm not gonna be. No, that's
I'm
not
over a big
happening.
house. Been there, done that. Had that housekeeper. I want, maybe a level and a half, and I'm good. something small.
Listen,
Small.
I have a ranch that's smaller than the house that I own, and I'm fine with it. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to climb the stairs anymore, and I can still climb the stairs without issue, but I don't want to do that. I like
Right.
level, and I'm happy with that. And if I do, meet someone, I hope that they're happy with that as well. And I hope they don't want a big house because I
Right.
don't.
Yeah, I'm definitely over a big house.
Mr. Wright, if you're out there, I don't want a big house.
She doesn't want a big
I want a
house.
beautiful house. Now, don't get me wrong, but I don't need a big house. Not at all. Not at all. And when you say, well, I'm not going to repeat what you said because I know you didn't mean that, but you would easily give up yours and go.
Yes, I would rent it, sell it, yeah, any of those things, and get something with my my new husband or whoever I'm cohabiting.
Your new husband, you said it right. Claim that and own it, girl. That's the silver lining right there. Claim it and own it. So
Okay.
listen, everyone out there, this is a very delicate topic, and men, if you're listening, don't, it is what it is. That's all I can tell you. It's a compromise, like Wendy and Robin said, that it is a compromise, and I'm still a firm believer that you should be with the person that's most like you in terms of what some of your likes and dislikes are and things of that nature. The hardest thing for me is if I fell in love with someone that was totally opposite from me. Totally opposite from me. That would be hard. Totally. They want a big house. They like traditional furniture. They want the yard manicured and they flowers and all that stuff. I know. I'll put the flowers in the pot. Sit them outside. I'm not that person. Oh gosh, digging in dirt relaxes me. No, it doesn't. It just makes my fingers dirty.
And you
Right.
know what though? I don't like to play in the dirt, but if he likes to play in the dirt, go have it.
But what if he wanted you to come out there with him?
No, that's not gonna no. I'm not the dirt bug
Nick,
spider
I
girl.
had 18 years in the army. I was in a foxhole, pregnant. I've had enough of the land and the earth and the dirt. No, no, ma'am.
You said you've had your fill of it. You don't want any more of it.
Yes.
See, but that's why I
No,
said how little things come into play. You said, Wendy, that no, you still not, even if he wanted you to, that's going to be hard for you to acquiesce and say, I'll get out there with you. Little things like that come into play. And those are you.
Okay, I will pass him the plants from the wagon, and he
No,
can
baby, can you do me a favor? Can you put that plant in the dirt over there for me if you don't mind?
go outside.
He said you go outside. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies, these are all the kinds of things that we have to talk about, and it's nice that we can talk about them together, just to kind of get a consensus of how we all feel, and as we move forward in meeting our significant others, because we will, and they may even be listening. Well, Robin has her significant other already, so for the time being, we know anyway.
Maybe.
Well, we said for the time being, we know anyway. So we wish you all the best if that's what it's for you to
Thank
do.
you, Robin. We're rooting for this. It's
Yes.
Thank you.
Come on, Robin.
Because Wendy said 70% is high, Robin. 70. So I have to know what's in that 70% because there may be some big things that are not in that 70%. So I'd have to think twice about that. Yeah, I'd have to think twice about that. So, well, ladies, any other comments on that topic that you can share with our listeners out there?
No, but what it reminded me of, I have a good girlfriend. We were Army comrades together, and she talked about a prenup going into her next marriage. So maybe that's a topic for another conversation that we should broach.
And yeah, and you know what? We talked about, Robert, I don't know if you've seen our episode from a couple weeks ago, but we talked about marrying men that have older children. Okay. And that could be, a prenup on
Prenup
both
came
sides.
up a little bit in that one, a little bit.
Yeah. And that so that definitely is a topic of conversation because you even depending on where you are at what stage in your life you could invariably spend 10 years with someone. So if you spend 10 years with them and you're getting nothing out of it, if they end up not being here before you aren't here anymore, and you've been with them and taking care of them through the good and through the bad, and you sit down and the lawyer says, "Oh, Chris, I don't see your name on the will anywhere." That's not gonna be a good thing,
It
So
is not.
that's definitely not going to be good. So you have to think about that, and yeah, and you know what? This is what I was gonna say. You don't have to have a lot of money to have a prenup because you know what I'm saying. It's what you do have. Is what you have, what it means to you. That's important to you. So you have to you have to covet. I hate to I don't want to say covet, but you know what I mean, because covet sometimes sounds kind of takes on a bad connotation, even though it's a word used in the Bible.
Protect. You have to protect.
Yeah, protect your own interests. There you go. Exactly.
So the interest of your family, I guess, is
Well, yeah, well, depends. In my case, it's going to be my interest because I have no children. So yes, I have to protect my own interests. So, but yeah, Robin, that's definitely something that we can pursue at another time. And you know what? We'll bring you back to have that conversation with us. How about that?
That'll be great. I love it.
Well, ladies, we are winding down. And once again, everyone out there, please, Wendy, what do we need them to do?
like, share, and subscribe, you guys.
And once again, if you don't subscribe and you enjoy what you're hearing from us, hey, just like it. We're trying to build some momentum because we know that we're not the only women who are in this position. Especially like Robin said, Atlanta is a hard market, so we know everybody's not moving out. So we are not the only ones, right, ladies?
Right.
We're not alone.
So guys,
See you out there. To see you.
So our dear host Vonnie will be back with us next week, hopefully. So we miss her, but we welcome you once again, Robin, and we will be asking you to come back, especially when we talk about prenups. Sounds like you have some thoughts and insight on that, so that'll be good. That'll be good, ladies.
Okay.
Any parting words before we say goodnight to everyone?
Good luck.
Just hope everybody has a great week.
Yes, have a great week. Be safe and take care of each other and smile a while. Goes a long way. Bye, ladies.
Bye. How long?